Let's see if this works. I mean, maybe at some point I should just try simultaneously doing this on TikTok as well. I wonder.
Before you buy another speed cube, ask yourself these 3 things. 1.
Can I go live on TikTok? Or do I want to bother doing this? Let's leave this time. I might try it again at some point. Anyway, let's get this up. So I can't see if anybody's actually watching this. No, of course not. Especially now I've got 4,000 subscribers, so surely people would watch, but no. Anyway. Right, what cube should I unbox first? That is the most important question. Obviously I've got the GuHong Pro, but let's leave these for a while. Those are all the standard versions, of course. Oh yeah, somebody did ask me to ping them when I go live. I'm pretty sure YouTube does that. Right, okay, let's just check out this silly 8-petal cube first. I'm pretty sure this is just a ready cube, that I don't know why I didn't get this one before. And honestly, why did I bother getting it? Like, was there any genuine reason for getting this? I'm really not sure. I'm pretty sure it's just a ready cube. Sometimes I just see things come up on my suppliers and I'm like, oh yeah, I should get this. And then when I really think about it, like, why did I bother? But I guess the real question mark is, will people buy it? I mean, if people buy it, then it doesn't really matter how doesn't really matter much if people buy it, but yeah, okay. So is this any good? Right, okay, thanks Yushin. Thank you for releasing yet another cube that nobody's going to buy and I'm just wasting my money on. This is just a ready cube, and Moyu released a while back a way better ready cube, so this is just completely redundant. Nobody cares about it, which is just another annoying thing to deal with. This is a problem running a cube store, you see. Cube companies make cubes and you feel obliged to get them at some point, and then they're not very good, so nobody buys them and you've just wasted money getting them. So yeah, these are available on speedcubing.org right now. Do I recommend it? No, I recommend you get if you want a ready cube, you get the ball core ready cube. Or even just the original Moyu ready cube, which I recently restocked as well. But maybe you want the Yushin 8-petal cube, which is literally the exact same thing as a ready cube, and worse, I think. I don't really remember how the original ready cube feels. I know that the ball core one feels way better. Right, okay. Let's get the Neo FTO out. Hopefully this will be better. I can compare this dancing Neo FTO to, where's my Dian FTO on the shelf? Dian FTO is right here, so this is the comparison. Is the Neo FTO going to be better? Are people going to care that GuHong have released a new FTO? Or has the FTO craze completely gone down? I have a feeling nobody cares about FTO either anymore. Wait a minute. No, I'm not supposed to be so negative on a YouTube live stream, am I? I'm supposed to be like, yeah, FTO, great puzzle. Everybody cares about right now, and loads of people are buying. But the honest truth is that's just not true. Like, hardly anybody is buying FTOs right now. Yeah, this feels better than the original, I think. Um, Obviously, I'm not good at FTO, so I'm not much of an authority on it. It's still smaller than the Dian FTO. I think it's the same size as the original Dian Sheng. Yeah, I have an original Dian Sheng there. Yeah, I think it's the exact... In fact, it might even be slightly smaller. Yeah, I think it's actually ever so slightly smaller than the original Dian Sheng. I don't know why they do that. It seems very strange. Right, okay, well I guess I've got to solve an FTO now, which I'm not especially good at. Yep, okay. So solve one center, then solve the triplets. This is the bit I struggle with. Where's the grey bit there and green? Okay, there's one triplet done. And there's another one. Okay, nope. Right, there we go. There's that done. And now it's on to the centres. Let's get them in the right place. It's one more centre, then the next two. So we've got to do the red centre. Okay. Okay. And let's do some sledging. Do this again, yeah. Come on, chat away. Got 6 viewers and no comments in chat yet. That's very strange. Right. Sub 2 minutes. Yay, I can still solve an FTO. Yeah, to be fair, this is quite a bit better than the Dian Sheng. I think whether you prefer this or the Dian is going to be down to the size. Like, this is quite a bit smaller. If you think the Dian is a bit too big, then the Dian Sheng Neo FTO is probably the choice to get. And of course, it's cheaper than the Dian. So yeah, this might be a good choice. I just wonder whether anybody's going to get FTOs anymore. Congratulations, Blitzcuber, on being the first to comment. Wow, okay, right. Diancheng FTO Neo version is now available. I wonder how long the original Diancheng FTO will also be available for. And that will be interesting to see. It is slightly cheaper, so maybe people will still get it because it's like a budget option. But I don't know. I'll have to see. Sorry. I'm just twisting the corners to solve that. I can't be bothered. Right now. Do I solve the original Diancheng? Yeah, right. Let's leave the FTO for now. Nobody wants to see me solve an old Diancheng FTO. if the WCA do decide on adding FTO, yes, if the WCA do decide on adding FTO, then people will buy more of them. But the WCA are only going to add FTO if people care about it. And the best way to show people care about it is people buy them and people practice them and people run unofficial events and competitions for them. But that's not happening anymore. So FTO is dead, basically. Sorry, it's just true. Welcome, not Elliot. Right, okay. Yushin Touring Megaminx. I have a feeling this is just going to be just as silly as the Yushin 8 Petal Cube, but I think it is the same thing as the Ready Minx, which is actually a highly sought after puzzle. Well, the thing is with Square One is it's like, sure, it has a small solving base, but people still buy them. The MGC Square One is a pretty popular puzzle. And obviously, same thing with Clock. The Chi Clock is incredibly popular. Interestingly, the Shengshao Clock V2 hasn't been especially popular recently. I don't know why. I mean, it's like so much cheaper than the Chi Clock, and it's like competitive. And I guess people are like, oh, it looks weird. And so it's like, well, just get used to it. Like, come on. Hampshire Autumn has an unofficial round. Interesting. Okay. Well, Manchester October has an unofficial round of 15 puzzle. Is that going to be popular now? Do I have a 15 puzzle here on my shelf? Oh, where's my 15 puzzle? I've got a 36 puzzle here. Yeah, maybe 36 puzzle should become a WCA event. Yeah, I don't seem to have a 15 puzzle out here. Maybe I need to unbox one. They keep getting cheaper as well. It's quite interesting. I mean, I'm not sure. I might have to lower the price because I've got a bunch of new ones. Like feel like what they did was they released these like big bulky ones and realized like nobody cares about them, and they found ways of making them smaller and thinner and still magnetic and way cheaper as well. And it's like, well, what do I do? It's not really a new version. It's just the same thing. Right, thank you, Yushin. So you've released a Ready Minx. It doesn't turn as well as the original Ready Minx, but it's the only Ready Minx people can get now. So, oh, for goodness sake. The thing is with Yushin is that I'm pretty sure they watched my video, Dear Yushin, and now they don't really like me anymore. But it's like, come on, just take some constructive criticism, please. Like, you cannot be releasing puzzles like this. Right, okay. Luna, maybe coming soon to speedqueuing.org. Let's put some Luna in there. Is this even the best lubricant to put in there? Maybe I need something even faster. Cameron will be pleased that I'm promoting Speedcube Shop lubricants even though I don't have them in stock yet. It's hard enough to even get lubricant in it because it's so tight. And I don't think I can loosen it because, well, that would require loosening it first to get the centre out. Will I be getting... Oh, the MGC Square one. The new MGC Square one. Yes, hopefully soon. The production has been delayed. I mean, all these Cube stores already have them up on pre-order. Like, I feel that's just a bit silly because it's not... it's not being shipped yet to anyone, I'm pretty sure. I will be ordering them soon, and maybe it'll be up for pre-order tomorrow. Although I've got so much listing to do, like all the Pokemon cubes, all that silliness, that Well, I call it silliness. Like, to be fair, GAN can do what they want with Pokemon. That's fine by me. I'm not personally interested, but I will sell them. So, yes, this is just a Ready Mix. It just is more expensive than the original Ready Mix. It turns worse than the original Ready Mix, but the original Ready Mix is not available. So, if you want a Ready Mix, then get this. Are you... Do cubes really have any? Interesting. Well, maybe they somehow managed to get an early batch off YJ or something that I was told didn't exist. Okay, right, let's start the timer and start this rather annoying solve of this. Oh, great. Yes, of course, with Ready Minx. You can get them upside down. You can't get that with normal Ready Cube. Right, okay. It would be nice if like it could have some corner cutting. I really don't do a good job advertising these puzzles, do I? Yes. Oh, no black caps. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah. Because the MGC Square 1 original version, yeah, came with black caps as standard. Which is quite an interesting thing for them to do. Like, surely it would be more in their interests to, like, make you buy black caps separately. Like they did with the Yahoo V2M megaminx. And to be fair, it's not especially popular, but a lot of people did buy the black caps to go with the Yahoo V2M. Obviously, the Yahoo V2M isn't quite as popular now as it was 2 or 3 years ago, but it is still a popular megaminx. No, Daniel. Oh, come on. Just please make puzzles with corner cutting. Like, why is that difficult? Well, it's a calculation YJ would have made, and they think they'll lose less customers from not having that than including that. I just hope, well, hopefully they will release black caps separately soon, and people will be able to buy them for £2, like with the Yahoo V2M. Fine by me. Right, so now I go all the way round. Because apparently you should like making puzzles that require a lot of force to make turns, because they've lost the ability to design puzzles that turn easily, even with lubricant in them. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way over there now. Okay. All right, like that. Okay. Really, I'm not liking this. YJ, like, please, just before releasing a puzzle, please think about how it's going to be received by the speed cubing community. You, you're still a respected speed cube brand. Please don't lose that by making puzzles that do not turn well. You will quickly go downhill. I mean, you already are. And, like, obviously, I'm still going to buy and stock some of your puzzles, but if you keep releasing things like this, people's standards have changed. This isn't 2010 when any cube that has any corner cutting is instantly liked by the cubing community. Like, nowadays, you need cubes to turn well. Otherwise, people are just gonna not care. People are just gonna ignore your new puzzle that you've released. And it's cube stores that suffer too, because we have to stock this nonsense. I wonder what's going to happen when I get close to solving it now. Whether I'm just going to be able to figure it out, because I seem to remember that, like, earlier when I first solved the ready minx, when Moe released the good one that actually turned well, that now people want to buy and can't. That there was like a case I got to at the end that I struggled with. But at the moment it's just aching my arms trying to turn this. Which, like, arm aches due to turning cubes is something that should be so far gone. Like, it should just be a thing of the past. There is no reason you cannot design a ready minx that turns well. I suspect Jacob Keener could probably do it himself with a 3D printer very easily. Okay, right. I've got 3 edges to swap now. No. Yes, I've got to take that around there, and then maybe that can go around there too. Is this going to be a parity? No. Okay. Right. Oh, come on, just make the turn. Okay, right, so I've got 2 edges to swap. Right. Okay. I'm going to try taking it all the way around, then inserting it like. Okay, so that's just changed the location of those 2. Okay, right. Just turn. Why am I having to be like this? Okay. No, that's not quite going to work, is it? That's going to cause me the same issue again. Right, let's try going this way round. Yes. I think that's going to work. Yes. Okay. Right, well, I mean, it turns terribly, but it is the only ready mix you can buy right now. So I guess all these people hunting for like a ready mix, the Mailong ready mix, which doesn't exist anymore. I sold mine for £35, which is way more than I originally sold them for on Reddit. I guess I now have another ready mix, although it's called the Yushin Touring Ready Mix, probably because Moyu have some sort of copyright over the term ready mix. So Yushin have just basically released the exact same thing but called it by a different name so that they're allowed to sell it, which is fair enough. It would be nice if like it could be known as the same name so there's no confusion. Because like if it were to ever become a WCA event, well, like what do you do? Like what do you call it? Anyway, right. What else can I unbox? What do people want to? What do people want to see? Let's have a look. Should I unbox the GuHong Pro, the War Drums puzzles from Shengshao, the Chi M Pro Pyraminx UV, or the ZE puzzles? What even is this called? I did list it, so hopefully it should say here. I can't even remember what it's called, like hex. Tetradecaminx. Tetradecaminx cube. Oh, Banana wants to see the Tetradecaminx. Right, I guess you just get a sneak peek at what my YouTube recommendations seem to be right now. What I end up watching while packing your cubes. It's just, I guess there's not enough cubing content at the moment, is there? Maybe that's an encouragement for people to like make good cubing content, especially in the UK. Like Speedy Gone Cuba and Daniel Kidd are great, but they don't upload very often. And right, so I did actually mention this at in my World's Championship Puzzle Designer Room vlog, where I basically got attached a head camera and went round the puzzle designer room, like trying out everyone's puzzles that they showcased. And I did see this there, and I didn't expect to be able to get any, but I did see this on one of my suppliers. It's not cheap, it's about £40, but it turns well, especially considering it is still 3D printed. It turns well, and yeah, it's an interesting puzzle if I remember correctly. So, okay, so this is the Tetradecaminx. No, so it is six. There are six sides. So it's got hexagons and squares on different sides. So I did solve that there when I was in the puzzle designer room. So it's not completely new, but I think I'm going to scramble it up and I am going to solve it again for everyone on the stream because nobody's seen evidence that I can solve this yet. And hopefully I will be able to figure it out just the same. But I think when I was at the World Championships, it was quite challenging. So we'll see how long this takes. Hopefully it won't be too long. Because yeah, I get fed up of trying to solve annoying puzzles that I can't solve now. I don't learn how to solve new puzzles. I just use my puzzle solving skills I already have. Okay, right, let's try and solve this. Right, so this is yellow. The trouble is with this, because there are these squares and these hexagons, there are actually two different types of pieces that look the same, but are not the same. And you have to differentiate between them, which does add an extra layer of complexity to it. Some turns can't be made. Right, so we've got the cross, well, it's more than a cross, it's a hexagonal cross solved. We'll see if this goes in there. No. Oh, of course it's not going to go in there. What am I thinking, then? Just don't be stupid, Daniel. You knew that wasn't going to work. And you know that's not going to work either. Right, okay, where's that actually meant to go? Where's this cross actually supposed to go? Is that piece meant to go in there? So those pieces are not going to meet each other because that's not how it works. But, nope, those pieces are also not going to meet each other because that's not what it's designed to do. But those pieces are going to meet each other, and we've got that there. Okay. Right, let's see what else we can do. There we go. That's two F2L pairs solved, I suppose, if you can call them F2L pairs. No, what am I doing there? This is white. The white cross we're solving. There's another F2L pair done. Let's try this. No, wait a minute, that's the wrong colour anyway. There is no white, yellow, green to solve. Well, there is, but not yet. We need white, yellow, blue, or white, yellow, red. And that's a challenge of this puzzle. There are two separate sets of pieces. Interesting. I can't explain how I just did that, but I just solved another thing. This is a problem with some of this puzzle solving. It's just like I can't explain what I'm doing. I just do it. Okay, there we go. That's a fifth F2L pair. And there's still one more because this is the tetradecaminx, and everything's completely messed up. It's not even like megaminx where you've got 5 F2L pairs. No, you've got 6 F2L pairs in the tetradecaminx. There we go. That's the final F2L pair solved. And now we move on to, I guess, more megaminx style stuff. Except obviously it's not a megaminx, it's a hexadecaminx. Okay, now we've got to do green, orange, purple. And we've got two choices. No, that doesn't work. And yes, of course, this is the problem. You do have to do double turns. So I've got to pair this up on the yellow side and then insert it like that. But obviously not like that, because that is wrong. Okay. There we go. That's that F2L pair solved. Now, I'm going to probably have to go on the grey, or maybe the yellow again. Oh, wait a minute, let's just solve that while I'm at it. Well, that's easy and obvious. Okay, so green, blue, orange. Green, blue, orange. There we go. But those don't line up, so I've got to use the other one instead, which is available here. So we're going to have to do that, and then insert that like that. There we go. Alright, that's that one done. Now let's solve another purple. That's while I'm at it, I might as well try and get that piece in, and then that'll save me some time later. Yep, okay. Glad I saw that. That's going to save me quite a bit of time. Alright, so orange, red. There we go, that's that one done. Now, white. So we know that needs to go in there, but I'm having a bit of trouble figuring out how to get it in. There we go. Yep. Not too bad. Right, I guess everybody's disappearing because they're fed up of watching me solve this really interesting puzzle, but I guess it's a bit boring watching somebody solve a really interesting puzzle nowadays. But whatever. I'm going to finish this puzzle, whether my viewers like it or not. Sorry, I'm not going to. Get to the interesting stuff later. There we go. And oh, yep, wrong one. And then funny how this turns better than Yushin's Touring Megaminx. And it's like literally a 3D printed puzzle. Right, so you can set it like that. Red, blue, white, no, red, blue, grey. Would I say it's a difficult solve? Not especially, but would it be difficult if I had limited speed cubing experience? Of course. I'm having to like base stuff on other puzzles I have solved. Yep, okay, that's that done. One more. Green, blue. Oh, right, that's easy. Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Come back later when I unbox the GuHong Pro and all these 3x3s that everybody thinks are so brilliant. Okay, so I think now it's a case of, yeah, just soon, essentially. Yep, soon worked. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, okay, so you can't just do the regular. Oh, yes, I remember. I remember now. I need the pentahedron algorithm. That's the one challenging thing. I think I need the pentahedron algorithm because I can't do regular Niklas on this. At least I don't think I can do regular Niklas on this. Well, I suppose the only way I can do regular Niklas on this is with the other layer there. No. You can't do regular Niklas. Somebody's just placed a giant order on my store. Well, if that's anyone watching, thank you very much. Obviously, statistically, it's probably not. Right, okay. So I am going to have to go on my photos. I mean, you won't be able to see this, but I did get a picture a while back of the pentahedron algorithm, and I think that's what I need. Let's see if I can find it in my phone. Right. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still going to have to do some soons. But I can't do any soons. I guess I can sort of do a soon, but I don't know how well it's going to work. I can do a soon for that purpose. But yeah, to swap the corners, that's kind of the challenge. How did I do this? Because I have solved this before, so I can do it. But how did I do it? I will somehow cycle these pieces. I mean, obviously I can swap them with the swapping algorithm here, but there is an extra layer of complexity that I hadn't anticipated. Because I've got to twist the corners as well. I've not just got to swap them like on the pentahedron. That's right. Oh, I think I know what I did. I didn't get to this point because I did everything on a, yeah, on a square thing, not on a hexagon at the end. So I've got to, yes, but obviously getting it down so it's just the square that needs solving is probably going to be quite difficult. But I think that's what you have to do. Because now I've just got the same thing here, but the square is is doable. Right. Yes. Okay. Just as I was saying, this is easy. This isn't especially difficult. I get to the end, and yeah, of course, it is more difficult than I anticipated. Um, any pentahedron algorithms I can use here? Yes, I think I can use pentahedron algorithms here, but what I can't do is I can't twist that corner without somehow doing something a bit more fancy. Um, so obviously I can only do double moves on this. Hmm. Anyone commented anything? Hello. Yeah, that'd be a good cube for you to get. Well, it's not a cube. Banana. I presume you're the only one who's still watching right now. Okay. Um, hmm. Right, let's try some pentahedron stuff. Okay. So just swap these so I can at least get that corner in, can't I? Was it even going to work? I'm sure I remember it working, but it's not. No, these algorithms aren't even going to work because this is completely different from pentahedron. Maybe I didn't solve this one. Maybe it was something else slightly different. I mean, I'm sure I solved this one too. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Well, I mean, there's not much more I can do really with this. I think I'm stuck. Yeah. Well, I may try coming back to this later, but I'm stuck at that point. I can't figure out how to solve it. Okay. Alright. Okay, somebody has built 2 mosaic kits. That is very nice. Did you know that you can buy mosaic kits too? Right. Well, there's only one person watching, so what's the point in unboxing interesting cubes? But anyway, let's do the Pyraminx. I don't know how relevant this Pyraminx is gonna be, but I guess the RS Pyraminx is pretty popular. So if this is a good Pyraminx, then like it's a good Pyraminx, and people will, well, it will be my £10 recommendation. And then there's also, I'm not going to bother unboxing this in this stream, but there's also the flagship version, which is the same thing, but without UV coating and without core magnets. But, yeah, I guess, well, this has core magnets and it's £10, so, like, that suggests it's good. Yeah, thank you. Wow. How to do numerical tension adjustment, but it's only available in Chinese. And if you don't already know, 我不会说中文. That, if you don't already know, is Chinese for I don't speak Chinese. Right, okay. This is the GM Pro Pyraminx Pioneer UV, which is available for only £10. And it's pretty good. Right, let's do a few Pyrasolves. Like, yeah, I think this is pretty good. Obviously, I'm not very good at Pyraminx, but I can solve Pyraminx. 6, okay. Honestly, just doing these few solves is probably going to improve my performance the next time I compete in Pyraminx. I practice Pyraminx so little that literally any solves will make a difference. That is terrible. How much is it? It's £10. Blitzcuber. The GM Pro Pyraminx Pioneer version. The flagship version is £7. Just so bad at Pyraminx, aren't I? Just so bad, it's embarrassing. Just can't turn this stupid puzzle, but that's a bit better. Okay, well my average of 5 is 7.49. That's not terrible. So yeah, this is the GM Pro Pyraminx Pioneer version, and it's decent. Do I? Is it better than the RS Pyraminx maglev? Quite possibly. Especially if you like something more stable, because it's got the core magnets. They're quite strong core magnets by the looks of it. And yeah, they do their job. Obviously, there are other things that people look out for in Pyraminx that I have no idea about, like how easy the tips are to turn, like they turn. Like I know people have all sorts of finger tricks for like doing multiple tips at the same time, but like I can't do stuff like that, so I can't compare whether that's easy on this Pyraminx. But based on what I can tell, it's definitely a viable Pyraminx, and may well replace the RS as my sub £10 recommendation. Is it going to be better than the Waylong? Unlikely, but maybe. Right, okay. GuHong Pro time. Has anybody said anything on Discord? Well, I guess there's a new video upload somehow, which is a bit strange because it's not a video, it's a stream, but it does look like I'm still live, so yeah, okay. Everybody knows on my Discord that this exists, this stream exists. And let's get back on this. Let's put it on 3x3. And what size do I go with first? These are in the wrong order anyway. Yellow is the smallest, then red, then blue. So let's unbox the small one first. These are all the standard versions. I'm not sure why, but I've got more of the standard versions. I mean, I should be sure why, because I ordered more of the standard versions, but why did I order more of the standard versions? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I was thinking, because the maglev one's more popular, isn't it? But anyway, standard one is the same thing, and it's cheaper. So go get the standard ones. Alright. Oh, yes, we can't have people having screwdrivers in cube boxes anymore. We need to put a plastic stoppy thing on that because you can't have people stabbing people with screwdrivers. Yes, be sensible, kids. Screwdrivers shouldn't be dangerous. Don't know why it's like flathead screwdriver. It's strange. Okay, so how is this different to the original one that they got rid of? It feels like a GuHong Pro. Yeah, it feels like a GuHong Pro. So why did they get rid of the original GuHong Pro, stop producing it, make it go out of stock pretty much everywhere. Although, interestingly, I do still have a few of the 54mm. That's one. And then re-release basically the same cube for the same price. Because that's what it appears that they have done. They've just taken this cube, they've re-released it. Same cube, same price. Hmm. But I say that, it doesn't feel exactly the same. Um, I don't know how to explain difference. It just does feel slightly more polished, slightly more. Hmm. Do I have a regular GuHong Pro? Yeah, I guess that's an original GuHong. I guess the snappy feel is just ever so slightly more pronounced. Right, well this is a 55mm, so let's do a few more solves on the 54 and then I'll unbox the 55 and compare it to the original 55mm GuHong Pro. Does it have the magnetic center caps? Don't think it's got magnetic center caps. No. No magnetic center caps. That is the MGC meter that has magnets in the center caps. Yeah, my solves are not good today. It's my fault though, not the cubes. Yep, okay. So, like, to be fair, it feels quite similar to the GuHong Pro, but I think it is a viable. You can say it's slightly better, probably. So I'm not annoyed with Diane for doing it. Like, it is a slight upgrade. Right. So this is a 55mm version, so we can probably compare it. Saying the Royal Mail are unable to confirm the status of the order. Do I bother replying now on stream? Yeah, I might as well just quickly. Hardly anybody's watching. Anyway, but yes, the Diane GuHong Pro 55mm. Your order was collected by Royal Mail today. Hopefully the tracking will update soon. Yes, this is the stuff I have to deal with. And it's fine. Right, okay. GuHong Pro 55mm. And to be fair, this is right out of the box. Like, I haven't lubricated these at all, so hopefully with lubricating they'd feel even better. Okay, so GuHong Pro, GuHong Pro. Okay, so the green is slightly brighter, the blue is slightly brighter. Yeah, the colours are slightly different actually. That's interesting. Let's have a look at the pieces. I mean, the trouble is that my old GuHong Pro has got so much dust in it. Right, okay, that is the same thing. Tell me, can you see a difference there? Any difference whatsoever? Right, okay. Well, I guess they've just done a different setup or something to make it feel slightly different out of the box. Obviously, it's been a long time since I've had a GuHong Pro out of the box. But, yeah, they've just re-released the same cube. Let's just be honest about it. They have just re-released the same cube. With a different colour scheme. Obviously similar, but slightly different. I guess the other thing they've changed is the core magnet looks... Okay, no, this corner stalk does look slightly different, so they haven't just re-released the exact same cube. That is slightly different, and obviously the magnet is probably slightly different. And, oh, wait a minute. You can adjust the strength of the corner magnet with your hand. So, essentially, the further... Oh, interesting. I don't think I've seen this before. Yeah. So if you look here, right, you can push in the magnet and you can like change the how far down it goes, and that means how close to the core it will go. That is interesting. I mean, obviously, like I feel it's the sort of thing that most people aren't going to bother trying, but yeah, you can change the strength of the corner to core magnet on a £14 3x3, which is crazy. Like, why? So, okay, they haven't just re-released the same cube. Let's have a look at the center. So there's a numerical... Okay, so they've got a slightly different tensioning system, maybe, but it seems pretty similar. Right, I won't bother with doing that right now. Like, let's just make sure, because we're checking these out. Like, how do you tell what setting it's actually on? Maybe there's some instructions here. Setting tutorial. Center travel, tension, corner to core magnet. Twist the magnets with fingers where the slot on the purple piece points is current setting. 1 is the weakest, 5 is the strongest. Where the purple piece points, what do you mean by that? The purple piece points in all directions. So I think that's on 3. I think that's gone up. Yeah, YouTube is being stupid. Right, so do I put it down? can I put it down? Or do I have to go all the way back round? Like that. This is confusing me. It's the sort of thing, it's like they release this whole idea, and the reality is that I highly doubt anybody's going to be changing this much. It's very fiddly to do, and probably pointless. But maybe some people will try and fine-tune the corner core magnet strength. Anyway, right, let's reassemble this. And do a few solves on the new 55mm GuHong Pro. It is interesting that they've just released the exact same versions again, like all 6 of them as well. Like, people were saying, oh, they're just experimenting with what versions are most popular, but they have released every version again. I mean, to be fair, these are pretty good solves. Yeah, these are pretty good solves, so maybe you should get this cube. Right, okay. 55. Now for the 56, the big one. And to be fair, yeah, these feel quite fast anyway, despite them being spring ones. So the Maglev one would be faster out of the box. Okay. So 56mm one. Has anyone said anything in Discord? No. Pretty sure, like, replying to somebody gives them a ping. Anyway. Right, so this is a 56mm one. It's interesting how such a small size difference is noticeable when you're a speed cuber. Like, it's the sort of thing, like, from a distance you just wouldn't notice. And I suspect somebody completely new to cubing wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a 55 and a 56mm cube. But after feeling the 55mm, like I can feel the 56 and like it's obviously bigger. My fingers just have to be slightly different. The position just has to be slightly different. But obviously I can adapt a lot better to this than a lot of kids, it seems. As was proven by my most viewed short on this channel, getting Yihang Wang to solve the 10cm cube. I wonder if he'd be any better at that now, if I could somehow get him to do it again. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think ultimately the 55mm one is probably the one for me. And yeah, I may well try using it at some point. Performs pretty well, and I haven't even set it up. Yep. Okay, so the final thing that I've got here, other than this mysterious bag of Pokemon cubes, which I'm probably not going to actually unbox, because I don't really care about them, but I will list them nonetheless. Oh dear. Right. Okay, so this is the Shangshao War Drums puzzle. I didn't get them when they first came out, and I don't know why really. But I decided to get the 2x2 and the 3x3 one now. Might at some point get the 4x4 and 5x5 one, if people care about them. I mean, it's quite difficult with puzzles like this. Oh, interesting. Oh, we might have some of the similar trouble as this thing, actually. I did not expect that. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So these layers turn fine, but then these layers turn twice, otherwise it gets messed up. Yeah, okay. Let's scramble it. So do I start with the hexagon, I guess? Well, do I start with the large side? Which is, yeah, it is a hexagon, isn't it? Just have 6 sides. But because it's a 2 by 2 one, you can only see 3 of them. And that's in the wrong place. Yeah, I guess I gotta start with that. Yeah, okay. Right. Here I get to solve another cube. Okay, that's done. And now, okay, that's done, I guess. Can I just do algorithms? Well, no, I can't just do algorithms. But maybe I can do some sort of algorithm. No, I think I'm going to start with one of these instead. There it is. I am facing the same problems that I faced on that thing. Exact same issues. Same solving method. I wonder how it'll compare later on. Just have to be adaptive. Okay, so that's the wrong piece. Okay, this is challenging. I didn't expect it to be that challenging, but it is. Just Can't use the same algorithms. Um, hmm. How do I insert a piece in? How do I do that? That's that in, but that's messed up that one as well. Um, so I got there. I got to swap those. Or maybe they're the wrong ones. This is a problem with puzzles like that, you just don't know. So yeah, green. Insert 3 cycles to insert and flip pieces round. Yeah, I will probably get to that at some point. Have to just figure out what the 3 cycles are. Because yeah, I do struggle when I get to that point. So that's solved. And let's insert that. But then I got to solve that edge as well. I guess, I mean, obviously I could do that, but then I'd have to reverse it. Or would I? No, I can just insert that a different way. But then why is that flipped? Oh, wait a minute, these are just normal edges. So, can I do stuff like that? This is the exact same problem, isn't it? Exact same problem that I've got here. Exact same problem. Um, hmm. And obviously I have ended up on the large side. But then this would be more difficult anyway. At least that's squares. Right. Is there any way of cycling these? Well, I guess that kind of works. Yeah. This case. Definitely. Definitely works. I'm sure. I'm sure you can just do that algorithm. No. Mm, Wait a minute. Would the pentahedron alg work? Would it work? No, I don't think the pentahedron alg would work. Although I wonder if there's an alg. There's probably an alg in here. Yeah, there is a solution guide. Case 6.1. Yeah, pretty sure that is what I've got, isn't it? F U F U F U F. Okay. F prime U F U F prime U F. No, no, it's not. I've still got these three edges to cycle. That's unexpected. But I suppose that's a separate step according to the instruction guide. Okay, so we're doing that, and we're cycling. Well, it only gives one option, but presumably, like, there's an inverse which will do the other thing, but that's more advanced, and I only need to know how to solve it. R U R prime U. Oh, right, this is just assume. Okay, well, yes, I have solved it. I mean, obviously I cheated a bit by checking the instructions, but can any of those solving techniques transfer over to this, I wonder? Because that was on that side. What do we have here? So we need to. There we go. Right, so now I'm on this case again. So, let's see if there are any algorithms here that would transfer over in any way. Or maybe I need to try the 3x3 one before I can do that. So yeah, this is the 3x3 war drum puzzle. Suspect solving it's going to be very similar, but let's see what we have here. What did that do? That did something useful. Seven point two. 7.2, right. Put those at the back. Put those are positioned the wrong way. Wait a minute. Okay, so we can do F. That just does the same thing. No. Although, what if I set it up into that position by doing that? That's probably not going to work though, because it probably affects other pieces. Yeah, that's affected too many. That's affected loads of other pieces. Let's mess that up. How do I? But we'll see, just in case it could have done something useful when I fix it. Nope. Well, I guess I've literally got it back into the same case with those two pieces. So we'll see once and for all if this algorithm does actually work on this thing. Okay. Okay, it does actually work. Um, maybe there's a chance I could solve this giant thing. Using these algorithms. Permutation the corner. English is so bad. Permutation of the corner blocks of the last layer. Okay. Now, right, I've got to get the corner blocks first. So, to swap these two. Yes, and those two. Right. F right. Oh, wait a minute, from what angle? This has got to be from that sort of angle. Yep, okay. Yes, 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 okay. No, Daniel, you're still doing it from the wrong angle. Do it from the right angle. Only problem is that the right angle isn't the angle I would ever want to do it from. There's these four that need swapping. Right, let's just do one of these algorithms and see what happens. See if I get a better case that I can then do more of what I want from. Okay, I sort of have. So now I want to swap this piece with this piece with this piece. Right. Doesn't look like that's available. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's available. Unless I kind of inverse it somehow. Case 8.4. Right, let's just try case 8.4. Oh, there's case 8.5 as well. But I mean, I want case 8.4, but the other way, which apparently doesn't exist. Okay. I didn't expect it to work, but it did. So I guess I'm now on to step 9. Oh, right. And this is just going to be cycling these two. Is that going to work though on this? I'm not so sure. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is going to work. Don't know how. Or maybe. No, no, I see. I see how this works. Right, so this is permutation of the small edges. Okay. So I might have to do this twice. I think I will. No, I might. No, I will have to do this only once. F U F U F prime U F prime U. U F U F. Did I do it wrong? Or does this algorithm not work on assume the algorithm would work on this as well. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. That's annoying. Okay. I guess you have to put up with this stream if you can be bothered to watch it for a few more minutes, because I've messed something up. It's very annoying. And it does mean I'm going to have to do it all over again. Here goes again. Nope. 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 Does not work. Okay, let's try it again. Nope. 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 Doesn't work. Okay. But I know that these algorithms do sort of work. So, if done in the correct place, in the correct way, they do their job. So, oh, yes, okay. This is the problem. It does something close to what I want, but not actually what I want. It's very confusing. Okay. So theoretically, what should happen, if this algorithm does do exactly what it says it does, then I should be able to do it twice, and it would work. But it doesn't do exactly what it says it does, because it twists those two as well. Which is just so frustrating that I don't know why I keep sitting here and keep bothering trying to solve this thing. But unfortunately, I do like to finish things. And sometimes it does eventually work. Sometimes. Okay. And so now I just have a 3 cycle. Which apparently isn't one of the options. Oh no, this is just a 2 cycle. Right. 2 cycle. There must be a way of making it into a 3 or 4 cycle. Well, I guess that makes it a 5 cycle. Let's just do one of the algorithms and see what happens. Yeah, okay. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay? Okay, if you want to play that game with me, fine. We shall do the algorithm again, and we shall just get really angry. Okay, looks like we have a two-cycle again. Is this some parity that exists on this puzzle? Like, I don't remember there being any parity. I can't see how there would be any parity, but maybe there is, because hello, cutie Charlie. Welcome to my stream, um, where I have just messed up an algorithm again. Oh dear. Um, right, let's try this again. I do want to get... Like, this is the trouble. I want to solve this. I want to solve this. And it's just taking ages and ages and ages to solve. But I do want to solve it. And it looks like I'm going to have to... Oh, you can't see the cube I'm turning. Wow. And nobody else bothered to mention that. Dear. This is pointless. It's completely pointless doing this, isn't it? Okay, we'll do that again. We'll get this puzzle solved. Well, I hope I will. I can't just keep doing it over and over and over again. Okay, so now I've got a 3-cycle case. So maybe I can cycle those 3. Like I did one last time. Okay. Right. Okay. So, as I discovered last time, that is just as soon. But the other edges are more difficult. You can only see the grey side. Okay, I'll make it even lower. Right. So, let's follow this algorithm exactly. Because surely it's the same algorithm. Surely it is the same algorithm. But this is where I went wrong last time. Seriously? Seriously? I followed that algorithm exactly. Hello, Caleb Solves Cubes. Welcome. I followed that algorithm exactly. What went wrong? I can't just keep doing this. Why did that not work? Can't just keep doing this over and over and over again. The algorithm must work. Oh, I've got this same case again, haven't I? Yep, that doesn't work. Okay, so what does work then? Let's put it in this, like this. Let's do that algorithm 8.1. Yeah, obviously there's just no way of showing you my sheet of paper that has the algorithms on it. Nope, that does nothing. That is incredibly annoying. Right. Okay. Let's do it from here. Let's do case 8.2. Let's just see if anything works before I just give up on this. Just trying to follow the algorithms, but no, no, no. That's not allowed. You can't just follow the algorithms because that would allow you to solve it. And you're not allowed to solve it. Because if you could solve it... I mean, I did get this. So, yeah, obviously you can go back ages in this stream. This is the tetradecaminx, which I'm pretty sure I did solve at the World Championships. So I'm not sure why I can't figure it out now. But, I might be able to do it. Nope, that does nothing. I mean, the trouble is, it's like I could say, is this some parity? But it's like I've solved this case before. I don't know how, just by mixing together other algorithms that do other cases. But yeah, I don't know which one to do. Nope, that does nothing of use. Um, Maybe I could swap that. That doesn't really seem useful either. I guess that might be useful. Okay. What cubes have I covered? All of them. GuHong Pro, Yushin Touring Megaminx, Yushin 8 Petal Cube, Chiam Pro Pyraminx Pioneer UV. I mean, this is just some silly thing that the stream is basically ending with. I mean, the trouble is when you've got so many F and U moves, it's so easy to just go wrong and then mess everything up again and have to do everything all over again. Don't know where to do this thing from. Yeah, well, you missed the GuHong Pro live, but my streams are recorded. Uh, you will be able to. Well, you could even just go back and watch it. I don't think that was supposed to work, but okay. At least it did work. And I guess I'm onto this case again, just by pure accident. Okay, so apparently this algorithm here is meant to cycle these three edges. It's not going to work, is it? I mean, it's meant to do exactly what I want, and the puzzle will be solved, supposedly, if I follow this algorithm exactly. But I've got to this point 3 times so far, and it's gone wrong. There we go again. The algorithm does not work. I mean, there's no other way I could solve this. This algorithm clearly does not work for this puzzle. I mean, obviously, like, this is a different puzzle to what this is intended for. I just assumed it would be the same thing. But I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Well, I suppose, yeah, this is 3, this is 4, but the other algorithms work, so, sort of. So, why doesn't it work for that? Anyway, I guess, I can't solve this right now. I thought I could. I can get close, but there's an algorithm at the end that I don't know. Is there any way I could figure it out? Anything that could potentially work? There must be some sort of cycle I could do. Do that final bit. Well, you say Google algorithms. I highly doubt that there are any algorithms to Google for this puzzle. Like, I could be wrong, but I suspect there won't be. Um, oh yeah, let's just go on Google how to solve a tetradecaminx. Highly doubt. It's just how to solve a Terraminx, isn't it? Google's just misinterpreted and given me Terraminx. Oh, okay, there is a tutorial. in Spanish. Good job I speak Spanish, or enough to vaguely understand the tutorial. I mean, I suppose, okay. There is a tutorial on how to solve it. Right, well, I'm even further on that, I think. Ooh. Okay, so I think this is slightly different in the method, but it could work. Um, Armando una cubo en español. He hasn't even turned on auto dubbing, so I couldn't even watch it in English if I wanted to. Right, okay. Let's go back a bit and try and some. Right, okay, so this is the final corners. Got to get the edges done first, I think. I don't understand what's going on. There's no algorithms on this screen. Just need to swap. All those twisted. Okay. I'm going to start on this side, haven't I? No, no, right. Oh, okay. Shut up, YouTube. So, I solve this one by taking this down here. That hasn't helped at all. No, that hasn't helped at all. Okay. Why do I bother doing this? Maybe I can set it up like that and then do this. Okay. Yes. There we go. Okay. Yes, yes. Io amo mi cubo en mi streamo. Io acabé el armado con tu video. Thank you. I solved my cube in my stream. I finished the solve with your video. Right. Okay. Right. There's not much more to do. I guess I can solve this puzzle now. I might bring it to competitions. I mean, it does turn incredibly well. It'll be the first 3D printed cube I bring to competitions, but like it turns well. It works, so I don't see any reason not to. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can buy all these cubes at speedcubing.org. Yeah. Ooh. What's on this page? Is it going to work? What's on this page? Oh, okay, that's just add product. That's not what I clicked on at all. But okay, thanks a lot, Shopify. Mm. Oh yeah, the Meta YT code that nobody's used yet. Used 0. Mount off. What could I do? People who are actually still watching my stream. GuHong Pro. The other GuHong Pros. What else? Okay, right. Limit number of times 2 because there are 4 people watching now. 4 people watching a discount code. Okay. The number of times this discount code can be used in total is 4. It is only applied to the products that were actually unboxed in this stream. And it is now active. I wonder if it will ever get used. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, okay. Well, if you want any of these puzzles that have been unboxed in the stream, then go get them. 20% discount. It's quite big. I don't usually give anything like that. No.